that Ramayana is very, very important poem. Without giving any introduction, I'm just directly go. It is there already. Long ago, Ramayana of India had entered in whole Southeast Asia due to its great dharma significance. How it has entered, you see, in entire Sanskrit literature, it's very amazing that you cannot find a poem like Ramayana. The only one poem, Ramayana, has traveled and crossed the boundaries of the even India, you can say, or even Jambudvipa, you can say. It entered into. The reason is it has the great dharma significance and also literary qualities. These countries indigenized the story of Ramayana according to their native cultures. Ramayana is called Ramakian in Thailand. It has different names. It is not same in all Southeast Asia. In Thailand, it is called Ramakian. In Cambodia, it is called Rimke. But meaning is same. Meaning is Ramakirti. But they pronounce it as a Ramakian, and in Cambodia they say Rimke. On temples, pagodas and royal palaces of Cambodia and Thailand, the sculptures and paintings of Ramayana can be found. It's very popular. The Cambodian version of Ramayana is quite interesting. It helps to understand the Cambodian culture and highlights the similarities and associations of Khmer culture with ancient Indian culture. They prepared their Ramayana like we prepared Kamba Ramayana, Mulla Ramayana, and other Ramayana, Bhaskar Ramayana, Ananda Ramayana, etc. in India, in Indian regions. Cambodia was influenced by Indian culture in such a way that it became an extended part of India in those days. Cambodia is not at all, because according to R.C. Majumdar, it was the extended part of India only. Now it became, long ago, it is, because after entering the Count India, it became Cambodia. So the famous French scholar Georges Sides, I think those who know about the Southeast Asian, Georges Sides is a great person. He writes that Indian culture was popular in Cambodia during the 1st century only. So why I am quoting? Because I am not quoting any Indian author or anybody, but Georges Sides says like this. Because due to Georges Sides only, all Sanskrit inscriptions came into light in Cambodia. He is the first person who worked on Sanskrit inscriptions in Cambodia. All rock edicts in Cambodia are written in Sanskrit. Great Sanskrit and very interesting subject. The first evidence of the existence of Ramayana in Cambodia is the Wheel Kanthal inscription, which is called Wheel Kanthal inscription, dated back to 6th century Common Era, which informs us about the 3 Indian scriptures, namely Ramayana, Mahabharata and Purana. In Wheel Kanthal inscription, which is of 6th century, you can find these 3 names. That is the oldest inscription which we found. 3 names, Ramayana, Mahabharata and Purana. The Ramayana continued in Cambodia in its original form till 14th century. That means Valmiki Ramayana was studied and heard in its original form till 14th century Common Era in Cambodia. Till 14th century, it was original Ramayana was recited, original Ramayana was studied. They did not have Ramayana up to 14th century. Same Ramayana in Sanskrit they used to read. Ramayana entered in Cambodia from Arya Desha. Very important informations are there. You see, they say, we are not saying. You see, in India we have a lot of confusion, but very clearly in Cambodia written, Ramayana came here from Arya Desha. Ancient Cambodians called India as Arya Desha. Very clear. Close from here. So, the inscription says, Adhadvijogascha iti pratito. When inscription, it is very clearly written in Sanskrit. Adhadvijogascha iti pratito yo veda vedanga vidarya deshe labdhodayo ya mahishidha vamsha yashomati iti pratidha yashobhi. That is what a verse found in that inscription in Cambodia. So inscriptions means not fragmented, complete stanzas are available. You see, very clear stanza you can see. Then it is written that from Arya Desha, a Dvija, a Brahmin came here to Cambodia, and he was a great Veda Vedangavit who knows the Veda Vedangas, and he came from Arya Desha. So from the prevailed inscription, 9th century during the reign of King Yashovarman. This is from this prevailed inscription, this verse. There is a Brahmin named Agastya who came from Arya Desha, then married Yashomati, the daughter of King Yashovarman. That is the meaning of this. Next. Being inspired by richness of Valmiki Ramayana, 3 Cambodian scholars have composed a Khmer version of Ramayana, but it has not happened at once. It took 3 centuries for them to compose this Khmer version of Ramayana. The Khmer version of Ramayana had been divided into 2 parts. The first one is based on the Balakanda and Ayodhyakanda of Valmiki Ramayana. The second part contains the story of Uttarakanda. Cambodians had contemplated how to render such a long text of Ramayana into Khmer. It was not easy job. It was not an easy task for them because the Valmiki Sanskrit epic of Ramayana contains more than 24,000 verses. Therefore, the Khmer authors like other Southeast Asians have condensed the story of Ramayana into 5,000 verses. In Prerup style inscription of Rajendra Varman dated 883 Common Era, one can find many references of Vedic scriptures. Rajendra Varman's inscription, we have references of many Vedic scriptures, not only Ramayana. In the same Prerup style inscription of Rajendra Varman dated 883 Common Era, we can find the references of Ramayana and Mahabharata. Some sound is coming in. You can reduce the sound, I think. Some echo is coming in. Mic जरूरत नहीं है. I think I read like this. It is more better. I see. Okay. I go back. So, the enemies of king were afraid, like the demon Maricha was afraid of Rama. In another verse of the same inscription, the legend of Mahabharata can be found. In this verse, all important names of warriors of Mahabharata are revealed, like Yudhishthira, Bhishma, Duryodhana, etc. Also, a subsequent verse reveals the legend of Mahabharata. So here you have just because I visited the temples and I have kept the video. I was asking the same, it needs sound. Okay. Okay. Some scholars of iconography indicated that some of the sculptures and paintings of Ramayana which can be found in Cambodia can't be found even in India because of this indigenization. They have their own version of Ramayana. That is what I wanted to say. Ramayana, there is some indigenous narrations are there in Ramayana. To site of such indigenization, during the Sita Swayamvara, various gods have arrived on their vahanas like Brahma on his Hamsa, Indra on his Airavata, and Agni on rhinoceros instead of ram. But in India, Agni Deva rides ram, which is not fit to the Khmer environment, so that they indigenized the story according to their native culture. So Agni sits on the ram, this is according to Indian culture. But there, Agni comes, Ramayana, Agni comes on rhinoceros, not on ram. So this is, you see, this is also ram. We can find, you see, Agni seated on the ram, 14th, 15th century from Indonesia. We have this. And Agni seated on the ram, Angkor Borai, Cambodia also you have, 7th century. But the description is Agni has come to Sita Swayamvara sitting on the rhinoceros, not on the ram. Okay, next. So during my visit to Silver Pagoda situated near the Royal Palace in Phnom Penh in 2016, the 120 years old Ramayana paintings dated 1903 to 1904, there is a huge fresco depicting the abduction and rescue. The paintings are still there in Royal Palace. One portion of that is complete Ramayana paintings. From this starting, you come to end, Ramayana finished. It's a long palace. One portion of the fresco contains an inscription in Khmer, which is not clear and legible, but I tried to get its meaning. The translation of that Khmer inscription is as follows. It is when Hanuman takes Rama to a mountain called, that is not clear actually, it's not clear what is called, the name is, it has disappeared or not clear, and tell a Devata to look after Lord Rama. Next. So this is the painting. Hanuman takes Lord Rama to a mountain and pray Devata to look after Lord Rama. So this one you can paint, and this is also another one. Hanuman is saving Rama, keeping him in his mouth for one night. Here, inside the Hanuman's mouth, we see clearly two figures. The one laying down is Rama, very small figures. You cannot see clearly, but one is laying down, that is Rama, and the other one is the Mairavana. The another fresco also shows only Rama kept on the mountain peak by Hanuman. So who was that figure inside his mouth? The figure is of the Vairavana or Mairavana. That's what the... And similarly, a picture of another part of the fresco shows the Hanuman within the palace approaching someone. Who is this? He was the Vairavana or Mairavana. You can see there. These things have been discussed by me with the local scholars of Cambodia. The story is as follows. So the story, let us skip this story. And then this is the inscription, you see. This is the Prerup stele inscription of Rajendra Varman dated 883 AD. More than 2 meters high. It's taken from Khmer Khom site. It's taken from Khmer Khom site. Its complete stampede is as follows. It's a big inscription. It has so many verses, nearly 200 verses. It's like a poem on the inscription. So another inscription, you can see very clearly the stanza, but the script is Khom script. It's the ancient Khmer script. Language is Sanskrit. The verse I am writing here, Maricha iva Ramasya, Namad Yekakshara Yasyari Rajo Viropi, Jagam Ananyajam Bhiyam. This is the... And again, there is another video. These videos are interesting, but if we can hear, but if we cannot hear, here you can, there, here. Click on the, here on the plane, you can click. Yes. This is temple according to Vakigrama, yeah, this one. This private temple was constructed by India Bharat development during the 10th century. And King Ramayana was the lover of Sanskrit language because he installed a huge Sanskrit inscription here in this place. Once upon a time, it was here, the Sanskrit inscription, but now the Sanskrit inscription is in the Museum of Phnom Penh. That inscription is the longest Sanskrit inscription found in Cambodia. And it was nicely written. Let me read some verses of this Sanskrit inscription, even though the inscription is not here, but it was here once upon a time. Okay, next. That previous one you can show. That is only picture or video? This is a picture. Okay. This is the Buffoon temple. Actually, Buffoon means, they say Buffoon temple. So many, they use all Sanskrit words, but we cannot understand. That's all. Buffoon means, you see, Ba means Bra. Bra means Vara. Vara is changed to Bra and Ba. The phone means Bhuvana. Ultimately, Buffoon means Bhuvaneshwara, Varabhuvaneshwara temple. Actually, they call Varabhuvaneshwara as Buffoon temple. It's such a brief they use. And that is very interesting. You see Ramayana description. And then next. Ramayana sculptures and temples. The Ramayana war seen on the Praveshadwara of Bantai Samrai temple at Angkor Thom. You see, you can see Ramayana war there. Yeah, just on the top of the temple, on the Praveshadwara. Next. And also, I think it is a video, I think. The construction of bridge to enter Lanka by Ravana and his army. You can see Varas are lifting stones for the bridge construction. That's all. It's very small, that is why it is playing very brief. Okay, next. Pantai Samrayan temple. This is Varadi Nirmana, you can see. That was the Varadi Nirmana. Next. Ramayana sculptures and temples are there again. I am showing the Ramayana war scene on the Bantai Samrai temple and the Angkor Thom. The Ramayana war scene, you can see Sugriva and that is Meghanath fighting. Okay, next. Buffoon temple again, this is also video, I think, but okay. Huh?
You have completed already 20 minutes.
Yes. Ramayana, yeah. And you can see this is very interesting. Sage is reading palm leaf. Sculpture on the Bayon temple during the 12th century. A sage is reading palm leaves. So palm leaves also are there at that time. Next. I think it is finished. Next. Yeah, next, this is also video. Okay, next, this is Ramayana murals on what Bo Pagoda. This is pagoda also very interesting. Pagoda is Buddhist pagoda, but all sculptures are Ramayana. It's very interesting. Okay. And the Buffoon temple is another one. You can see the war scenes of Ramayana. Next. See, what Damnak pagoda in Siem Reap, all sculpture inside the Buddhist pagoda, it's a Buddha statue, Buddha's temple actually, but all sculptures of Ramayana. Because Ramayana is their culture. Profound temple, you can see how sculptures are there and Ramayana sculptures, different descriptions. Next. You can see how Ramayana, this is the wooden sculptures, not the wood on the temples. Again, Ramayana only. And this picture displays, displayed in one of the coffee shops in Phnom Penh, shows how famous is the Ramayana story in Cambodia. Rama and Hanuman both are taking coffee. That is what in coffee shop I found that. Show me again the previous one. So both are in coffee shop. I found this picture. I took the picture of this. It's such a famous. They wanted to propagate their coffee. You see, open they wrote, but both are taking coffee. Rama and Hanuman. So we have many sculptures of Ramayana on ancient Indian Cambodian temples. You can see like this. Siem Reap also, Angkor Wat also. This is from Angkor Wat. Next. Next. This is also, you can see when Lakshmana has fallen down. Rama and Lakshmana both have fallen down due to Nagapasha. All are crying, you see. All Vanarasena, monkeys, Vanarasena crying, and you can see sadness on their faces also very clearly. Okay, next. Okay, next. Time is over. I am just concluding. Thank you very much. This is also from pagoda, from the top of pagoda. Pictures are like this, Buddhist pagoda. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We have time in further.